All right, so we're gonna get crawl spawns here on Polestar for our first game. It's gonna be Exit spawning here in the bottom right corner using a very classy name, and his opponent here in the top left, StarCraft 2 player, Grandmasters at every game he touches. We have RayReign. Yeah, what's up, son?
Yeah, and
Say his name.
Exit Exit notoriously uses offensive ladder names. I think he's got one that's like Butt Sniffer 2000 or something. I can't remember, but yeah, that's just kind of Exit. He's probably the #1 troll in the Discord, and he matches that with his ego.
That's the thing about Exit is that kind of gets under my skin about him. Like, trolling never bothers me. Trash talk doesn't bother me. Egos don't really bother me. I can find it funny. But Exit has this really annoying combination of all three of those things. And that is what ends up driving me nuts with Exit. I consider Exit a friend that I can't stand.
Yeah, like, I was talking about it earlier. I like Exit for all of his yapping.
Yeah.
Because game respect game. He is an amazing troll. He is exceptional at trolling, and but nonetheless, looks like he's going to be opening up 15cc here, and Ray's been doing a lot of forward gate zealot openings. He's not going to do it this game.
It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate because he has been doing it a lot, and it's been working really well for him in a lot of games. And Exit, I think, knows that, but Exit, I'm going to be honest with you, when it comes to Exit, I feel like I don't really know how to break down exactly what what makes him good, because he is good. He's not a bad player, but there's no game plan that this guy ever has going into a series or into any matches at all. Like I feel like my series with him is a great example. I have never opened 13cc a day in my life. I go Fact Expo in like 98% of my games, TVT, and this guy has tried to 8-racks me like 4 times. I don't know what he's trying to catch me doing, but I just get to start off with a lead like every time he does it, and I don't know why. He makes up a game plan and he's gonna do it. There's no logic to it, you know?
Yeah, and Ray's gonna get it on second scout here. Oh, and he's gonna turn around there with the probe. I kind of would have liked to see him to get in the main there, but and I just played Ray a best of 5 a couple days ago, and he was telling me afterwards that he really doesn't know how to respond or handle 15cc.
Yes.
So maybe he's kind of worked that out. And what an eBay block from Exit. Does that block the Nexus? Is like the top right leg of the eBay block the Nexus? It must.
It must.
Right? It must. Yeah, he would throw down the Nexus already just to embarrass him. That is like barely an eBay block. He's going to cancel it. We're going to get the Nexus down. I'm imagining he didn't start goon range before he put that down.
He did. I'm pretty sure. I think he did.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of iffy for RayReign. It doesn't feel good. I do feel like this factory is a lot later than it should have been, though. So we are going to be able to shell this bunker for a pretty long time, at least. So that is like the one thing that's going to help RayReign mitigate some of this. But yeah, it's actually funny you said that, because I was going to say that about RayReign as well. He does historically really struggle against 15cc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think the late factory timing was Exit didn't. He got second scout and he blind went 15cc. Normally or conditionally or whatever, you would put down a second depot and go 18cc if you don't scout Protoss on first scout. But what Exit ended up doing was he made 3 Marines before he took his gas.
Oh.
And that's why his factory is late, because he pumped Marines.
Oh, you know what it was? He was trying to kind of meta the Ford gate, I think. That would be my guess.
Yeah, which he could have just went 18cc, but I mean, this is the way that he did it, and it's all working out. But yeah, the factories are a little late, and Ray's gonna go for a really quick reaver. And I like that here because, you know, the eBay is going to be late. I mean, I think that Exit is going to try to do a push similar to what Remap did versus Ray when he went 15cc, where he did that 5 tank push. I think that's what Exit is thinking here, and with good reaver control, I mean, Ray can do a lot of work.
Yeah, fast reaver here has some potential, but eBay is going to be up in time, so they'll have plenty of time to get turrets up. A big moment here is going to be, can RayReign actually catch this tank, right? He does get one good volley off. The tank actually stops, which kind of... we have this weird pause between both players. Gotta be careful with that goon. It's getting very low, and yeah, it's just not going to try anymore, because if it's dead sword, that tank could easily pick it off now. That was kind of a weird moment. And RayRein's going to lose it anyway. Ooh. See you again.
Ooh.
That's kind of a weird moment where they both shot each other once and then sat there and stood at stared at each other. Like,
yeah,
Ray could have actually just kept stuttering forward and pick off that tank. I will say RayReign also, on top of historically having a hard time against 15cc, he also has a historically hard time controlling his goons in the early game.
Yeah, he's not super good against early aggression. He kind of needs to get into the mid game and get his flow going.
Yeah.
And I mean, he is going to need to do miracles with this Reaver because there's going to be mines, there's going to be speed. We're on one gateway and we took our 3rd Nexus. And, you know, he's going to have to use the Reaver to stop these tanks because he's not going to have enough goons. And my concern is that if Exit starts running speed vultures all around and getting in his base, because we don't have that many goons to stop that from happening. So Ray is going to run directly into this and see it coming. We'll see what he decides to do. Okay, he's going to use the Reaver to defend, and he's, like I said, he's going to have to get some good shots off. And right now it's not going super well.
I would say it's going as poorly as possible. And like you pointed out, I mean, this goon count's very low because we're just on that one gate. Is Exit actually going to turn around? That is a blessing for RayReign, because I don't think this would have been a comfortable hold at all for Ray.
Yeah, I don't think Exit really knows like what he had. He just saw a few goons come forward and the Reaver unload there. So, you know, if Ray was on 2 or 3 gateways with a Reaver or something like that, then Exit might have felt, you know, just better stay safe than sorry. But he is going to, you know, get some scouting with these speed vultures, like I said. And we'll see if he gets in here, because Ray's not blocking the hole. He's going to block it just in the nick of time. And yeah, that could have caused a lot of problems. Yeah,
once again, a little bit lucky there for RayReign. Those 2 vultures did a whole lot of shimming for kind of no reason.
Ooh.
Alright, nice. That was actually decent clearing from RayReign. Isn't going to finish the vulture off, though. Yeah, what's up, man, Shark?
I think he doesn't know if there's a 3rd mine, so he's just like, I diffused 2 mines, I'll call it a win. And, you know,
I guess that
vulture's not going to be too much of a problem. But what's with our natural for RayReign? Looks just completely undersaturated. Only sitting on 7 probes, and wasn't that much of a transfer. We got probably too much in our main.
It looks like we sent about 12 from his natural. But yeah, we could grab like another 5 or 6 here.
Yeah. Looks like he tried to hop in there with the speed shuttle. Ray is a really big fan of the speed shuttle play. I'm getting a little nervous here. What's the gateway count look like?
Just 3 right now against the 5 back from Exit. Yeah, we need to be throwing down these extra gateways, and we're floating, you know, 1,000 minerals. Our eco is going to explode unless we just don't mine our natural, which is kind of what we're doing right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Ray is tracking this. Did Exit make an armory? Or has he stopped all worker production? Okay, so he's moving forward. He's just pushing. And I mean, it's coming all the way across the map with this many tanks at like 930. I mean, that's 15cc for you. Maybe Ray can get on top of these tanks. I mean, it's enough goons if he keeps going and focuses them down, but the tanks are putting in some work. This could be amazing Reaver splash damage, and it's going to be, I mean, we're going to kind of trade army for army here. But, I mean, we smashed the tanks. Exit's going to have to go home. I mean, he can't come across the map with 2 tanks like this, and maybe we're even going to get him for free if anyone's paying attention here.
Yeah. Well, I guess he gets to leave. Man, are we finally fixing this? Thank God. That I was afraid I was gonna get stuck staring at this natural for the rest of the game, like, with just no probes on it. But okay, now our saturation looking much better. Second gas finally coming down for RayReign. Got our Citadel and Forge up. But I mean, with that hold, I'm starting to like it a lot more for RayReign right now. Our production, where are all our units? We really don't have anything actually for RayReign.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I mean, we were floating a lot of minerals for a while. I don't know if Ray's got like some nerves going on or something, but here come the zealots, and the gateways are coming down. I mean, theoretically, he should be able to stop this. I mean, it's only 4 tanks.
Yeah, the tank count's super low, so it's really not scary, but if he doesn't react, he's gonna end up losing all these probes. And there's no Goliath either, like the shuttle can drop zealots on this.
I think he's gonna go counter with the shuttle or something. He's taking the zealots around the... Okay, no, he's just getting prepared for zealot speed. I think he's just planned on sacking this... Nope, this Nexus. We're gonna go through the minefield here. This is the worst path we could have taken. I mean, we're not gonna make it through here.
Yeah, not ideal. And there's only 2 goons left. 1 goon now as that one dies to the mine. We have literally 1 goon on the field right now, so we can no longer fight this. And I mean, RayRein's gonna end up losing this base to basically a 4-tank push at 11 minutes. Oh, we don't even have legs either for our zealots yet. Just another huge run of zealots. We gotta get some goons out as well. And, you know, now Exit taking his 3rd base and getting that saturated, and it's starting to look really, really good for Terran here.
Yeah, and this is pretty tilting because he did smash the push, and I think something happened during that push where he just missed like a couple rounds of a macro cycle because he literally had no units a couple minutes after it was over. And like you said, legs aren't done. We just lost that base, and now we're on even bases with Terran. So that's a tough pill to swallow for Ray. And I wonder if Ray's or if Exit's just going to push again, or if he's just going to tick the clock on top of all this. He's putting more factories down. He's getting his upgrades, and yeah, it looks like he's just going to keep pushing.
Luckily, no Goliath range here, so the shuttle is going to get away. Italy's getting another 3rd base back online, but he needs more than that. He can't be... I mean, once again, I feel like every game we're watching so far, we're talking about Terran has the same number of bases as Protoss on this 3 base versus 3 base. Okay, now this base is being retaken for RayReign.
I think Ray transferred all the workers from his 3rd to his main because his natural just looks like completely undersaturated again. And I think really this is probably like a little bit of nerves because this has been going on the whole game. I mean, he still hasn't made the goons, you know, and we're sitting on a ton of gateways. I mean, now we have too many. So he just needs to calm down, get this other base. I mean, Exit's giving him some breathing room right now. I mean, not that means that Ray could just win the game. I mean, we are down quite a bit in supply as Protoss, which you never really want to see. And the next time Exit's going to push, he's going to be maxed and be at least 1-1, if not have better upgrades than that.
Yeah, he's got 2-1 on the way right now. Vessel looks like it's being produced, and yeah, Exit nearing that max supply count. We have basically only zealots for RayReign. We do have a couple shuttles. It looks like it's going to fly in 3rd as Exit's moving out, so this could potentially get a lot of damage done for RayReign, but it's going to be very hard for him to hold the push. But we're not even looking at our shuttles, so one of them going to die for free. The other one going to drop a single zealot. And yeah, RayReign looking a little bit out of sorts in this series, and at least in this first game.
Yeah. I mean, Exit did turn his entire army around for those 2 shuttles. So it's going to buy us like another minute, but we're still down 60 supply as Protoss. Like, there's no way we're going to be able to run head on into this army and make anything happen. I mean, the High Templars are just coming out. I don't know how much energy we're going to have by the time Exit makes it across the map, but I'm getting a little confused about, you know, what Exit thinks he wants to do, because now, ever since the shuttles flew in, he just decided to take 6 o'clock and stay home.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that changes game plan. I feel like if I was going to do something and then my opponent loses 20 plus supply for free, my game plan doesn't change, you know? I'm like, okay, well now my game plan's stronger, no? Like, if I was going to go kill him then, We can definitely kill him now.
Yeah.
But he might just be waiting for that
Yeah,
2-1.
looks
It
like
could be
he's-
finishing relatively soon. Looks like he is going to pull the trigger here up, like you said, about 30 supply now for this push. Nice mind flanks as well from these vultures. Going to catch a lot of these goons on the retreat. And oof. I don't even think Hero
Yeah,
Storms
we need.
can save us at this point.
Yeah, we need like 10 tanks to die from mines for this to pan out. I mean, we're gonna auto lose this base. It is a lot of vultures. It's not even a control group of tanks, or maybe it's just a control group of tanks here, but
Yeah.
this is not gonna go well. I mean, Ray's gonna flank into it here. The tanks aren't sieged, and the storms start going down, but it's just not enough.
I mean, it's a good fight for what RayReign had, but yeah, he just doesn't have the numbers at this point. Just it's no longer a macro problem or a micro problem, it's a numbers problem, right? So GG gonna be called. X are gonna take this first game.
But here, game 2, Polypoid, like we said, we hate it, but it is what it is. Ray's not going to go for the forward gate again, which is kind of surprising. But it's cross spawns again, 2 games in a row, which theoretically should favor Protoss on a 4-player map.
Yeah, hopefully RayReign kind of gets himself together. We saw that first game against X, it was the complete opposite of what he showed us against Remap last week when he played Remap. We know that RayReign can perform much better than this, so yeah, I wonder how much of it might be in his head a little bit, you know, about playing Exit, or because he played against 15cc and he has a hard time with that. Like, he's looked a little bit thrown off his game. What are we wowing about, Mooney?
Well, I don't know if Exit did it on accident or not, but he took a 10 racks, and I think it is an accident because he's taken a 12 gas, so I thought maybe he was going to go 10-10, but he did throw down the 10 racks for some reason, and maybe that's him metaing because he knows that Ray likes to, you know, do the Zealot opening, but it's a little odd to go 10 racks and then throw down a 12 gas, so I'm thinking it might have just been an accident. He just slammed it down before he needed to. It
could be for the Ford Zealot. I think that actually might have been a proper prediction that he's trying to meta the Ford Zealot, but it's actually not going to be coming, so... We blocked our own depot like 4 times. Okay, there we go. That depot is very late. Very late. It's okay.
I hate it. I hate that SimCity.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it either.
Yeah, I think a little bit of the situation here is too, like comparing Ray's games versus Remap and now these ones, is that Exit definitely gets under Ray's skin.
Yes.
And Remap does not. Remap is like super chill, super professional. Like, he's well respected. Everyone knows he's a good player. Everyone likes the guy. Exit just causes a lot of drama and gets under everybody's skin, which makes for great banter. But he really can get under your skin and mess with your head. You know, he can irritate you. But it is what it is. And you know, if Ray wants to play StarCraft Brood War and get really good at this game and play in tournaments and stuff, he's gonna have to deal with that. You know.
Yeah.
That's how people like to handle it.
No, that's actually something that I like about RayReign here in the last couple months. So there was a long time where he just wanted to play ladder. He wanted to do his streams and play ladder. He didn't want to get in calls with us. He didn't want to go over stuff. He didn't want to hang out and watch games. He didn't want to do customs. But he's actually completely flipped on that now. Now he like really enjoys hopping and like watching games. He'll even sit there and watch like a full TVT series like in the Discord now. So I feel like he's become like a legitimate Brood War fan, and I like to see that.
Yeah, he's like our friend now. Before, he was kind of just like a passerby that like everybody really wanted to help, and he like refused everybody. And then there was like a bit of a falling out with him, but like now we're all buddies, you know, and he's cool. We play Among Us with him, and we play Among Us with Exit too. It's just that, you know, we all gang up on Exit and give him a hard time.
Well,
he's difficult.
Yeah, it's because Exit's an idiot.
His idiocracy is necessary for entertainment purposes, though.
It is. No, I totally meant that, like, not in a bad way. When you're playing Among Us with friends, it's really important to have, like, 2 relatively intelligent people and then 8 complete and total morons. and that's when you're playing Among Us properly. So our friend group like fits that quota perfectly.
Whoa, Sterling is booing Ray in the chat. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Sterling. I think that's a little aggressive.
I think part of that is this goon stuck. Oh my god. I think part of that is because everybody wants Exit to lose, and yeah, this goon's gonna go down essentially for free. That was a great catch for Exit, who got to skip bunker. I'm worried about what we're seeing from RayReign. He just seems a little off right now, and it could be like you said, that Exit effect, right? Exit just he yaps and yaps and runs his mouth, and you want to beat him so bad that you end up playing poorly. I'm guilty of that as well against Exit.
Yeah, man, like Exit and Moonrise are both good at it. It's part of the game. It's just part of being competitive. I mean, it's just like with any other sport, in basketball or football, or, you know, it kind of reminds me of that movie The Sandlot, if anyone's seen it, when like the fat kid with the red curly hair is like the catcher, and he's like talking crap to the rich kids playing baseball, you know, making them miss. And yeah, it's just a part of competitive play. You can't let people get to your emotions, you know. You got to stay calm in the face of all the BS.
Yeah, I agree. You gotta learn to deal with all the sorts of people.
Really, just like, other than this goon dying, this game's like a lot more calm. Nothing super exciting happening. I mean, both the players opening pretty standard. Is Ray on 3-gate obs this game, or is
Just
he?
2.
Okay, 2-gate. So probably looking to take his third here. I imagine he's got a lot of minerals. And he's going to go ahead and go out and take his mineral only now. Clearing this mine. And Exit's just kind of streaming across the map. He's got speed. Trying to be annoying with the vultures and have a map presence. And
yep.
Yeah, we'll see what...
I'm curious, are we going to see a support bay or a third gateway from here? Needs to be something, because we're going to be floating a lot of money here pretty soon if we don't get some sort of additional production going.
Yeah, looks like
there it
Ray
is.
chose to run across the map with an observer and 3 goons to clear some mines, and now Exit's being a pain in the butt. I don't know if this is a good idea. I hope Ray's paying attention to these goons. He is. And he's going to pull him back, and it kind of looks like Exit's going to try to go all the way across the map here. And I don't like this.
Yeah, as long as RayReign doesn't lose these goons to mines, which he's sending them back with 0 mine or observer escort. Probably going to be on move command. Yeah, it is. So, getting just 1 mine shot, though, not too bad. Going to cut these vultures off and actually get one of the vulture picks. And another vulture going to get in here and get a few shots thrown down onto it as well. So, as long as he gets to one of this high ground and he sees the observer, Exit cannot commit to this push. I feel like there are way too many goons on this high ground, and these vultures are softened up. So this could be a really nice cleanup here for RayReign.
Oh yeah, we're gonna run, and it's not gonna be enough. I mean, we're gonna get bunched up. I mean, maybe the tanks are gonna inch their way home.
You can chase the tanks too, though. Like if RayRein's paying attention, but he's not paying attention, this tank gonna siege. That tank sieging is the most Exit thing you could possibly see.
I mean, he did do it under the tree, though. So, I mean, it was tactical at the very least. He's like, I'm going to lose this tank. It's got a 50-50 miss shot here. It's the best spot for it. This
Ray actually might kill him.
There's no tank on the high ground here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Tank did come out. But even killing a few of these tanks...
We're going to put the...
And then we back up. Yeah, sorry. I was just saying, killing a few tanks and backing up here is already great for RayReign. He's into a position now, and this could be a Reaver coming as well. I mean, he can sit on this high ground and make Exit's life a nightmare coming out of his base.
Ooh, maybe we center shoot this goon here. Yep, Exit targeting the center goon there. Get as much damage as possible. Ray, again, floating a lot of minerals, sitting at 1,600 right now, and about to be supply blocked. Tupid on some pylons coming down. Really needs to just spend this money and, you know, focus on the important parts right here. There he goes. He's starting to slam the things down. He needs to get his gateway explosion here. Looks like he wants to take a 4th. But yeah, I agree. I think it's good that he just like put the fear of God and Exit there. You know, it doesn't have to go all the way in and lose all the goons, but just keep him at home, keep him scared, keep him from taking his third. Delay, and get ahead. And Exit is scared. I mean, he's moving his tanks back and siege and everything, so he's feeling a little on the ropes.
Yeah, I'm just getting worried for Ray. He's got to spend his money, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's only got 2 on gas in his main, and he does look a little gas starved, like he wants to be making more goons here, and he just can't. Nice pick off on the tank. Try to clean up some of these vultures maybe, but you know, Reaver's gonna do the Reaver thing. And the vultures are gonna come across the map and try to deny this. Why are we sitting at 2k minerals
I mean,
now?
he's made 2 goons ever since he chased those tanks. That's it. Like,
Yeah,
2
he
dragoons
hasn't
ever since
made.
that fight.
And look at his gas. Like, he doesn't know what's going on with his mining. He just got his natural up. He's only on 2 in his main. And I think he's still not mining his natural gas. And I'm 99% sure. There he goes. He just fixed it. The Exit's turret is blocking his CC and his mineral only, unless I'm mistaken.
I think it's okay.
No, it should be fine. It's right up against it, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Ray with slipping on the macro a little bit, still, you know, about 20 supply ahead. And if he just starts pumping out of these gateways, though, he's going to have a lot of units. And there it goes. Minerals kind of fall down. And he's got this force base. And, you know, as long as he keeps his macro up, I think he's in a strong position.
Yeah, it seems like he's kind of recovered a bit here. Definitely let things slip a little bit. He could have made it much harder, right, for Exit if he didn't have that massive supply block and had more and more units here, but it's not over by any means. I mean, RayReign's supply is still looking completely fine, despite those slip-ups, and, you know, he's got his 4th base up and running. Got another 4 gateways, so we're going up to 12 gateways. That's a nice bit of production there. And can even continue shuttle production, so, yeah, this game is completely, like... And we're getting into the game state, I feel like, where RayReign is best. It's typically his early game and his early mid game where he's very weak. But he's definitely one of those players where the longer the game goes on, it's like he gets more and more comfortable and he starts playing better and better. It's like he gets faster, he gets quicker, he's like more aware. He definitely gets locked in, I feel like.
Yeah, I'd really like to see him take a corner here instead of 6 o'clock. I don't know what you think about that, Ozzy. But I personally think it's a lot harder as a Terran, you know, when you push, if there's gateways, you know, in another main.
Sure.
But still, you know, at least taking his 5th. And as far as tech goes, though, what is he going to be pushing out here? Just High Templar? I didn't see a Stargate or anything.
Yeah, I think he's just going to be playing shuttles and Templar, although he's not even really making many shuttles either, so... If he's planning on just Gateway Man, it's not great. Gateway Man is... Like, it's strong up to a certain level, but typically you're not getting, like, much in A rank if you're just playing, like, pure Gateway Man.
Yeah, it would have been good if, like you said, like he had 20 goons on that high ground like he should have after he pushed Exit back, and then he just was, like, rallying Gateway units and on top of it and kept fighting and trading and keeping the Terran army down. And that scales less and less as the Terran gets, like, more and more upgrades, and you really need Storm or Arbiter or something to even the odds against Terran, because it outscales Protoss so much as the game goes on. But here, like, if it's going to be a maxed fight versus a maxed fight, and it's just Zealots and Goons and, like, a couple Reavers, absent Storm or something, if Exit takes a proper engagement, I mean, it'll smash Gateway Man. But if you catch a Terran in a bad fighting position and you just got Goons and Zealots, you could still crush it.
Yeah, these Vultures are going to get in here before these cannons are done, so all of these probes might actually be going down. It's going to be a lot of eco loss here for RayReign. So nice pick there for Exit. Even gets out with 4 of the Vultures still. RayReign setting up to at least try to deny this 3 o'clock base. Once Exit gets into 4 base and he's got double armory rolling, we're at 1-1 now, so 2-1 is on the way, then that's where it starts getting a lot harder for Protoss, especially... Again, we're not really threatening anything. Like, we're only just taking a corner, so that's our first, like, major threat. But there's no Arbiter tech or anything on the way for RayReign.
Yeah, he's going to have to fight really, really well and start laying down the storm drops on the mineral line. I mean, Exit's pretty far behind in supply, like only sitting at 140 at almost 15 minutes. So he is going to be sitting, and yeah, he is floating a lot of minerals too. The replay is broken, Ozzy. He's going to be he's going to be kind of camping out. He's wow, and he's going to do a double tank drop here and try to show off a little bit of micro. It'd be cool if Ray targeted the tank. Okay. So yeah, I got to get these up. Not really going to do anything except just kind of be annoying and make the probes run. Hopefully Ray puts those back in the proper order here soon. And Ray double expanding, taking the natural at bottom right too. I mean, I really think he could take the top left corner here at the same time at this point, because Exit is kind of like committed to sitting for at least a few more minutes. You know, I think we have probably till 18, 19 minutes as Ray before we can see that big push coming. And this could be a huge mistake, or it could go surprisingly well. These mines are right here, and the vultures blow up immediately. And Ray is going to come up from the back, but I just always feel like this is a bad idea from Protoss.
I don't even know how. Okay. Yeah, this fight not going to go well for RayReign. It's more of a donation than a fight anyway. Like, he killed a few tanks, but I mean, now he's actually even in supply. You see, Exit his supply didn't even change for that fight, right? He lost a few units, but it's going to get replaced very easily. That third gas coming up online now. But we are working towards a double corner, and now RayReign is working towards a proper win condition. And I'm curious to see if he wants to go into carriers from here, or if he just wants to slam down a bunch of gateways. With the second robo coming, I'm going to guess gateways.
Yeah. And the Zealots are here, and these two tanks are pretty weak, so we'll see if Exit can get some shots off on these probes. I mean, at this point in the game, like this late, this isn't really the end of the world. It's annoying. We have so many Nexus that we can just remake these, and I'd really like to see Ray get some gateways at these other corners and get some high Templars up on this high ground, and have both corners and make it really hard for Exit to decide where he's going to go, what base he's going to push, how he's going to get flanked, and things of that nature. It makes it really hard for the Terran player, and I don't know if Exit knows how secure bottom right is. So I'm kind of wondering if he's going to push 6 o'clock without knowing about bottom right. Not sure if he scanned it or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he knows about the bottom right yet. He did scan this and ended up dropping here, and now we hear the scan go. Okay, so yeah, now he's checking the bottom right, sees this is coming up with gateways as well, so it looks like he's wanting to push that direction to stop that base before it gets online. Gonna catch a few units here. This base does get saved for RayReign. But I mean, Exit's maxed. He's at 2-2. +3, probably not super far off either. And RayReign move commanding a bunch of units in. Yeah, and he's like really scattered too. The tank count's not super high here. Yeah, I was gonna say, we're missing a lot of units for Exit. This is not his whole army by any means.
Yeah, Ray just kind of needs to slow down here, get his composure, and get his units together and fight well here. It's super chaotic. His army still, even with those units at the top, looks a little small.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like 10 goons, and but he's maxed. I don't know if he overmade probes from when he lost all of them or not, but I don't think he has enough, even with his full army together. But Exit's not really sure what he wants to do. I mean, he kind of took the center like he was going to push the main, and now he's worried about a counterattack, so he's going to come deal with these goons. But so, I mean, Ray buying himself a lot of time to get all the gateways up at the bottom right corner.
Feels like neither player knows what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. I mean, we only have 4 goons now. This is a lot of Terran. We don't have any Storm at the high ground at bottom right, which, guys, believe me, if you have cannons in high Templars, okay, there's a few on the high ground. I mean, most Terran players are going to kill your natural and then walk away and not even bother trying to come up that ramp. Single Storm going down, and we'll have to see what happens, Ozzy.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how well RayReign plays this. Like, he can abandon the low ground at this point and just kind of fight for the high ground, but looks like we're doing a bit of a kind of half engage here with a very small amount of the army. Some big storms, though, coming down from the high ground here. Does kill a couple of the tanks. Another storm going to be dropped off here, and yeah, a lot of tank kills with that storm at least. But again, RayReign's very scattered right now.
Yeah. very, very much so. I mean, if he's got more High Templars and some units on the high ground up here, he could definitely delay this. And if he can stop 12 o'clock from going down for exit, assuming that's where exit wants to go, he does have top left, but he's not mining it. He doesn't have any gateways there, so
Yeah.
pretty problematic for Protoss. He does have a storm here if he realizes it, but I don't think he's even looking at this part of the map. He's kind of getting top left going.
Yeah, he's really just kind of letting this base go, and I don't feel like he had to do that, right? Just kind of focusing on other things that I feel like is just not super important. Like, you see that X is not taking 12. I think you can really focus on controlling this army with your storms and everything, bringing your shuttles over even, right? You have a bunch of shuttles over here. And just fight to keep this base alive and kill all this army off. And I think that's hard winning for RayReign if he does.
Yeah, I mean, he barely had any units here, and he's like doing a ton of damage, and he's gonna do this kind of like counterattack with 2 control groups of units, and you know, Exit's rushing the vultures home, and the shuttle went down. The storms aren't really gonna do enough, and this is kind of a weak counterattack.
Yeah, I feel like RayReign kind of misunderstanding what his win condition was in this game. Not understanding really how miserable he can make it for Terran with this base. Like, he had so many shuttles, right? Like, if we're just Zealot bombing, making Templar, like you said, we had the Cannon, the Reaver, keep this base alive, clear this, retake this. You see that he's not taking 12. Exit's only on 4 base total. And you know at this point he's going to be on just 2 base mining. You have the other corner, you know, that'd be getting built up and stuff in the meantime. But, yeah, he chose to abandon this base instead, and I just don't think... I mean, RayReign can still technically win from here, but this just opens up the bottom right side of the map for Exit, and that's kind of a major problem, because we really did not mine enough of this base for that to be a win condition anymore for RayReign.
Yeah. When I play this matchup as Protoss, I really like to just put a gateway at every base and just make a few High Templar there, man.
Oh yeah.
It does so much. And I mean, we're gonna have a good engagement here, at least initially, until all these tanks get here. But the Zealots are all gonna melt, and with the siege, we gotta back up. And Exit pushing 6 o'clock at the same time. I know Ray's got some shuttle there, and the goons are gonna bug out and just move into these tanks and get absolutely slaughtered. I mean, we are gonna clean this up here, but yeah, Ray's in a lot of trouble. I mean, if he can keep it up and stop Exit from expanding and Exit mines out or something, maybe, but at this point it's looking kind of impossible.
It is looking impossible. I don't think he's going to be able to hold into this base up here anymore. And yeah, I think we're about to see RayReign kind of wilt here. Just seems like he's not quite able to keep up everything. I mean, there's a great storm coming up this ramp, and that right there is a great example of what we're talking about. You see how little was here, and how much that was able to kill. And bottom right, he had 8 gateways in the same setup, right? So if he had really just focused on it, he would have never ever lost that base. And the amount of resources it takes for Terran to come up that ramp to break a base, it's just not worth it most of the time.
Oh yeah. 4 cannons, 4 High Templars, spread the High Templars out and just storm anything that tries to come up the ramp. It's just so hard for Terran, but just, you know, not being executed here. And Ray doesn't really have anything left, man. He's got some random High Templars on the map near 6 o'clock that Exit found. He's gonna pick off, and yeah, looking rough. He's pretty broke. He's got an army. He's gonna try to go and smash the right side mineral only. Looks like Exit's got a gang of SCVs that are bugged out trying to get to 3 o'clock. The CC wasn't finished at the mineral only. But I don't even think this is enough here to kill what Exit has. Not with these upgrades.
Yeah. Yeah, a decent Mind Drag onto the tank's going to kill a couple of them, but yeah, even just the little bit that Exit has here is going to be enough to hold on, much less what he has across the map and at home, so... Now we're seeing RayReign kind of run out of steam here. His bank getting ground up. Going to go ahead and call GG. Exit going to go up 2-0.
We'll have to see what Ray does. I'm kind of hoping he mixes it up. Like, I played him a few best of 5 series recently, and he mixed up a lot of the builds with me.
Yeah.
I'd like to try to see him, you know, mix it up and at least, you know, have some fun. do something a little spicy here and get away from the speed shuttles. And I know he can play Arbiter. I know he's got some cheese openings he can do. I know he can play carriers. So maybe he'll switch it up and find his groove here.
Yeah, I think what you said is actually really important, saying that it'd be nice to see him just have some fun, you know? I don't know how much pressure he's feeling, because, again, I don't know if he gets nerves, necessarily, but there has kind of been, in a way, a lot of pressure put on him, because there was, like, 8 people that went to RayReign being like, oh, you're gonna smash Exit, like, you'll beat him, yada yada. And when a bunch of people tell you that you're going to beat someone, especially when you're already not super confident that you're better than them, it actually makes it very hard, I feel like, to perform as that player. So I do feel like there was a lot of pressure put on RayReign. And being able to meet those expectations it is part of the game. Like, you're gonna have people rooting for you, and you know you have to make sure that doesn't get to you and mess with your performance. So again, I don't know exactly what the reasons are, but yeah, RayReign's gonna have to figure it out, man.
Yeah. It's so far this game, the only thing I really have to say is I hate that first depot placement. I don't think it doesn't make any sense. I don't know what it's doing there, but that's pretty much the most interesting that's happening so far this game is how bad that depot placement is.
There's literally nothing you can do with it. It's just a little bit in the way. Like, if it's one hex down, it's fine. But where it is right now, it's actually just in the way. And
that's the perfect description. It's a little bit in the way. That is the point of that depot. It's just to be a little irritating.
I've seen a lot of chance. At least he didn't do it one more hex to the left, because that actually makes this SCV mine incorrectly. So it could have been worse.
Yeah. And Ray going out for, I believe, an after core scout. And gonna get a little lucky passing Exit's SCV and then redirect his probe to top left. He was going to bottom right, and so he is going to get a first scout on a late scout, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Scouting even like one supply later is such a big deal in the early game. It's great. I started scouting with my SCV that finishes the barracks in TBT instead of on 13. It like changes the whole opening. It's crazy how much more one worker makes a difference, and getting first scouts. So.
I'm curious what has made RayReign decide not to do any Ford gates so far in the series, because that is something I was seeing him do so much of, and he was having a lot of success with it when I was watching.
Yeah. Let's see if he can... I've been wondering that too. He hasn't really done it. Doing a good job chasing down this SCV, and Exit doing a good job juking away. It's pretty hard to get away from that probe, and Exit's not going to be able to confirm if there's a Nexus or not. And it looks like maybe is there 2 on gas still for Exit? There's 3 on gas, so at the very least, Exit's gonna FD, because he is putting down a third depot.
Yeah. Yeah, it might just be an FD.
So.
Gotta be careful not to take too much damage here.
You know,
so there will be a timing where if Exit stays out with these Marines. Oh, he's gonna make a barracks. Watch. He's gonna make a barracks to try and fake the CC.
I don't think the Goon can get close enough to even bother. I think that Ray should be sniffing out something here, seeing 4 Marines and no Vulture at this point. I would be highly suspicious just at the Marine count.
I wish he'd stop poking.
He's trying to get in and push. Yeah, I think he's just trying to get in and see if he can get a little closer, if there's like a bunker or something, so he gets some more information. But so far, not really reacting, and Exit's going to throw down the CC and just come across the map with an FD. I imagine he's going to bring an SCV and a Vulture. Kind of old school 2008 Terran.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty scared for RayReign. He took so much damage on this Goon. He does have range now, so he's going to start poking forward. Does at least cycle the weak Goon back, which was nice by him. But then going to get caught a little bit and take a few shots. So he only gets 1 Goon shot off and takes, what, 3 more tank shots. So he's going to be pretty softened up for this. He is at least coming all the way back home, does recognize this possibility, I think, of this kind of wraparound. And, I mean, if he gets a 4th Goon out, he holds very easily. With 3 Goons, you can still hold. We'll see how good his Goon control is. Hopefully he doesn't miss it coming up from behind, though. Because if it gets behind there and these mines get down, this could be a disaster for RayReign.
I think he's gonna miss it unless he. Okay, he's gonna check with a goon. Really good play. I mean, if he can like get on top of the tank
nice.
here, I would love to see it. Good micro, and he could plug this with the probe if he decides to make a building really quick. And he's gonna take maybe a little bit of mine damage, and he's gonna pull. He's gonna pull the probes and not lose a single probe here. I mean, that was totally fine. I like to see it. Now he's got 3 gateways and a robo. So, absent siege, if he decides to go across the map, he could put on some pressure.
Yeah, I'd say that was more than fine, right? We lost 1 goon for a tank, a vulture, and like what 5 or 6 marines total. So, yeah, that was a great hold from RayReign this time around. I don't know if that goon was checking there on purpose or not. I want to say that it was the way it was pathing by itself there, and. If he had done that just a few seconds later and those vultures laid those mines behind that push, RayReign could have actually just died instead. So that was like really teetering on the edge of a really terrible scenario there for RayReign, but instead turned out really good. Now he's going to get his observer out, he's going to see these mines, he's going to get his 3rd base up and running. Actually, I was going to say, we're not even going to clear the mines. RayReign. Brother.
Yeah.
He does this all the time, man. He spam A clicks, and it makes it where his units just keep going. He's got to stop doing this.
Yeah, and Exit's got a starport, actually. So he's going to be doing a drop, and I don't think Ray is expecting this at all. I suspect the observer sees it before the drop comes, because the drop's... he's not even going to go in and scout, so... I think this is really going to catch him by surprise unless he decides to move in any further. And yeah, Ozzy, I was going to say, Ray's goons bug out a surprising amount of the time. And I think it's just from, that over spamming, like you were saying.
It comes from StarCraft 2.
Observer's going. So Observer's going in, and I think... man. He doesn't know still, and this is going to do... Okay, he does see it, but he's not looking right now, and the drop is in his base, and this is going to do some work, Ozzy. Wow. Runs the probes pretty quick, though.
Has an observer here as well, actually, so he's going to take a fair amount of losses. This is still a very successful... RayReign. Oh my god. I can't believe that didn't connect. I mean, he's going to lose a lot of probes, actually. This was extremely successful for Exit. This wasn't like some big rush or something on this drop. So I think he'd be pretty happy with that amount of damage. I mean, that was probably like, what, 12 plus probes in total?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He definitely got the 3 on gas and maybe 2 or 3 that were left on the minerals and then some on the way out. So at least 10. I mean, Ray got the dropship and kind of neutralized that threat. And Exit really can't like move out anytime soon.
Yeah.
And we do have an observer on the factory, so we see everything. I mean, Ray just kind of needs to fix his mining. I hope his 3rd is saturated, and put down some gateways and get ready for this 5 fact. And the 3rd base too, I'm a little worried with Ray if Exit keeps coming out with vultures. I don't think he's going to because he's on double machine shop and trying to pump up his tank count, but it is really vulnerable. And here come a couple vultures.
Yeah. I mean, he's set up pretty well right now, actually, to take no damage from vultures, so that's good at least. The one goon here covering this.
I didn't see that pylon wall before.
Yeah.
I thought it was completely open.
Dude, RayReign, the way he's been walking around the map with his goons and observer, it makes me so nervous, man.
Yeah, I find a lot of Protoss players are like super impatient when they're clearing mines. It's like, you really have to babysit the observer and the goons. Like, keep them on separate hotkeys and move the observer ahead until you have vision or observer speed or something.
Yeah.
And we are going Arbiter.
Yep, we are getting into the Arbiter tech here for RayReign. Is going to be finishing pretty soon, but unfortunately we built in a way where it's actually blocked our gas mining, so we can't even have... Oh my god, we have to rebuild. It's just a disaster. Everything's a disaster for RayReign. He actually has to kill that and rebuild it in order to mine that gas.
I don't think it matters how much he mines it, right? How many probes he puts on it, they'll just keep coming out, stacking in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and this drop is going to be really annoying. We're going to have to run the probes. You know, cannon coming down here, and I mean, good probes around here. That was a good catch. We'll see if the dropship is also in the natural. I think it dropped another no. Yeah, it did. And I mean, Exit's doing a good job just kind of like getting Ray's attention. He's got a huge tank count, man. And he's building up the scans. He sees everything. And the dropship's going to get away on top of this. And our Arbiter is still not building. So there isn't going to be an Arbiter by the time we get across the map. And I think Ray's pumped out some DTs. And the idea was, you know, I'm going to run one DT in at a time. And, you know, waste the scans and delay this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's dead.
Still no Arbiter because we don't have the gas. You know, and this is a lot of army. And, you know. I mean, God, Mind Drag with a DT right here. I mean, if those tanks went on top of these mines, this would save us. But I think, you know, he's getting a little nervous because he doesn't have any Goliaths, and there's DTs in this shuttle, and Exit really can't do anything about it. Okay, here come the Goliath.
Scanned before the DT dropped even, and then he dropped it.
I mean, I like the delay. I mean, the delay is working.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we do have a science facility and a vessel's coming, and we're sitting on 6 back, and he's not on double armory, is he?
He is.
Yeah. So, and he's adding 2 more fact. So he's going to win the game here. To push. He's gonna go, unless that's a CC in his main, like above his mineral only.
It is. Oh no. Wait, I thought he was making one. Never mind.
Oh. I thought that eBay was so yeah, he's going for an all-in essentially. Oh, he's got 12. I'm so dumb. Thank you, Ozzy.
I was getting confused too. I was like, this is a 8-backed double armory 2-base, huh? That's a build now. But...
yeah, I did not see that CC at all. Yeah, so Exit being annoying with the vultures and coming in with the dropship at the same time. The cannon's pretty out of place.
Yeah.
For a good defense. And this is just like really causing Ray to kind of go everywhere. He's not running the probes. Gonna defend these vultures with a DT, runs the probes. And meanwhile, Ray's kind of moving up Exit's ramp. I don't know if he's paying attention to those units or not. Okay, he's gonna turn back. That's a lot of tank.
Did Exit forget that he took those CC?
I think so. Yeah, I think he's completely forgotten about it. And Ray has no idea. I mean, Ray could just move that CC and kill it. It's definitely been forgotten about. I haven't seen Exit look at it for a long time.
Looks like Ray might be going for a bust
pushing into this. Yeah, I think this is probably a bad idea for Ray.
He is coming from the high ground. That is the one thing he's got going for him, because on the top ramps, it's actually like, it's on this side is the high ground, right on the inside. So this map is really terrible.
I just prefer recall here so much with our entire army stacked up like this. As Exit, there's no recall defense, and the Arbiter is getting targeted. It doesn't have stasis. I mean, we're just cloaking here, and it's gonna go down too. And we just traded our entire army for nothing, and we didn't even have stasis.
Yeah, not looking good for RayReign. Looking like it's gonna be a 3-0 here today. At this rate. Did get his own 4th base up and running. Exit just now realized he has 12 o'clock. So I think he's going to send some SCVs over now.
That is a Moonrise base if I ever saw it.
Yeah.
And yeah, this push, I mean, without Arbiter, we don't have Storm, we don't have shuttles, we don't have anything but Gateway, man. And Exit's been running double armoring. So what is he? 2-1 already? Yeah, I mean, this is unstoppable with what we have as Protoss here.
Yeah, there's no splash. There's no shuttles. We got a bunch of zealots who are gonna run around maybe for a counterattack. I don't think RayReighn's gonna be able to survive this. It's a lot of tanks still. Like you said, 2-1 upgrades. Factory count's very high. Vessel even on the way.
Yeah, and here come these zealots. He's gonna try to do like a major flank, and the tanks are really exposed. So the zealots are gonna get on top of them, and the goons coming in and getting on top of the high ground. I mean, Ozzy, I think he might clear it, but they're gonna trade army for army, or at least it's gonna be very close. It'd be nice if he was using the Arbiter and forcing
More scans.
some scans here, but he is gonna clear it shockingly. The zealot flank was a pretty strong move.
Yeah, that actually went really well for RayReign. Unfortunately, I don't think it changes the game state at all for him.
Yeah.
But I didn't think he was going to stop that push to begin with, so props to him for at least surviving that with what little that he had.
Yeah, and now he just realized that 12 o'clock has been taken by exit. And, you know, I really think he needs to start expanding and recalling. I mean, there's just no recall defense and just causing all kinds of problems. It's going to be hard for exit to like expand past this in these positions and like stop recalls from happening everywhere. So maybe that's something Ray could try to exploit. And I bet you he's going to get this Nexus canceled with these vultures here.
I think so. Good awareness from Exit. He saw those probes going over the mines earlier, so he knows this Nexus is coming down. So gonna be able to get that denial, and it's a pretty important base for RayReign to have.
Yeah, yeah. And he doesn't have an observer with these goons. Oh, there is an observer actually. It was just lagging. He lost quite a few coming across to get these vultures. And I don't think the Nexus is gonna get canceled necessarily here, but just annoying.
I think it is.
It's pretty close. Yeah,
it's gonna
go
down.
Ray is not gonna cancel it either, so it dies for free.
Oof. Well, we have enough energy for recall. These vultures are gonna get out too. It's a disaster.
Yeah, he's gonna delay this 9 o'clock and maybe get to this SCV. Now the CC is gonna finish. And yeah, we'll have to see if he can start doing some recalls and cause some delay, but just being on even mining bases is just so rough. Maybe this bottom left we get away with a little sneaky base, but we're not going to be able to defend it, that's for sure. And we're going to get the probe again trying to go to bottom right, I think.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to get the Nexus down. A lot of drama in the bottom right corner with these vultures. And I think Ray wants to recall.
He looks like he wants to recall.
If he recalled on top of the production, he would force a base trade so fast right now. I mean, there is just nothing. If he didn't when exit moved out, I mean, I don't know if that's the right move or not to win the game, but they're max versus max, and we do not have a bank. So,
or storms or anything.
Yeah,
no, I'm with you. I think a counter recall is going to be his best bet. He's going to go for a big recall here on the 12, and there is really nothing here right now. So this does look likely to be a clear. Even the storm's coming down on the SCVs here, so...
you know, love it.
Exit's going to come and defend this, and this is going to get cleaned up, and likely a counterattack comes from Exit afterwards. We do have an Arbiter down here that's also full energy, a little bit more of a Vulture run by, going to try and catch these probes.
Oh.
But I mean, this is a start for RayReign. This base does actually get scouted by Exit, and RayReign just not quite able to keep up with everything that's going on, so... yeah, great base kill and all, but we're losing so many probes still here in the bottom right, and RayReign just desperately needs more bases.
Yeah, I like the recall and that he got like most of the goons out. If he could have gotten this base up and running and mining properly at the same time, that would have been ideal. But I kind of would like to just see him keep chain recalling here and stopping Exit from coming across the map. I mean, I think we have the Arbiter energy. We're on 3 or 4 Arbiters, and yeah, and that is what he's going to do. which I think is really smart, and just force exit. Yeah, just force exit to make a bad decision or stay home and defend, because we're not mining all that much once we kill this base's exit. But we do have this terribly strong army that we don't have an answer for, and that's the only real problem. But if we could take out these bases and just slowly, you know, whittle away this army somehow and delay, you know, we might have a chance with Storm now in the mix.
Yeah.
Now Exit's got no money.
I mean, with some good storms, it's not impossible right now for RayReign. I mean, that is a terrifying army, but the tank count's actually pretty low. So the storm damage could be pretty huge here. EMP, I think, went down, but it looks like it didn't hit much. First storm's coming down here, hitting one of the tanks and a lot of the vultures and Goliath, but yeah, storms rain down softens this up quite a bit. It is going to win the fight, Terran is, but like you pointed out, there's kind of no eco behind this. I mean, exit down to 400 minerals, there's basically no movement on his eco. RayReign at 2,200. He can just kind of chill a little bit, maybe regroup his army some. I mean, he's got units everywhere right now. He's got both corner bases. Go ahead.
Ray had that Arbiter right there with 180 energy during that whole fight. He could have stasis and probably held right there, but he forgot it was there, and that's just kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's still here. If he realizes it's there, he could really use a stasis right now, but then it get EMP'd. Man.
Yeah, but losing this base is actually okay for RayReign. The hard part is just going to be that it makes it where he can't get out to defend his other bases, and he doesn't have the gateways that he needs up on the rest of the map right now. Exit is, you know, he resecured that 12 o'clock, so he's got at least, well, he's got 2 base mining still going on.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough, like losing that Arbiter that we just lost with like that 200 energy. That was like the last good unit we really had. I mean, there is another Arbiter at 9 o'clock, I believe, that's building energy. Oh, wow. And
I like this.
He had another Arbiter somewhere. Yeah, this is awesome. This is like exactly what he needs to do. And he's going to storm the SCVs here. Like you said, they got that health buff. But I like this a lot.
Yeah, this was a great call from RayReign. So now with that base being denied, there's just this kind of weak mineral-only base. And he's got a lot of probes down here in the bottom right corner, so he's actually mining really healthy on these 2 bases. And this one's also getting online pretty decently, so he just needs to be careful about not bleeding out too many units too easily here as Exit tries to push into the main. But his eco is just way, way ahead. This army is just so strong. I mean, it's 2-3 mech. A couple tanks do go down, but... Wait, that missed. That was a missed shot.
I feel like he's got enough units around the map that he should be bringing home to kind of come try to sort this out. You know, he's got all those units at 12 o'clock that could be coming back and, you know, attacking here, and then all the units down at his natural at bottom right. He's got a couple Arbiters here, but not paying attention. We're going to lose him for free, Ozzy.
Yeah, those Arbiters are really, really important, I feel like. But he's at least getting gateways online on the other 2 bases. And I mean, he's going to lose all of his production here in the top right. He's going to lose all of his pylons. He's going to get supply blocked. I like that he's massing a bunch of Templar down here in the bottom right. I don't know why we're not mining this base. We're like way oversaturated on this base. So a little bit more mineral smoothing would be nice to see from RayReign. But yeah, you can see he's just kind of throwing down gateways just wherever he can on both sides.
And hopefully we don't lose this Arbiter to this turret right here. We really need to keep the Arbiter alive, RayReign, and we're going to lose it to the turret for free when we had stasis energy, which is just really tragic. That was our last Arbiter on the map, and I think that's the 4th Arbiter we've seen go down for free. And right now, those units are everything. I mean, you have an Arbiter, and they try to come to one of these corners, get up that ramp, and you stasis the units. I mean, they're so good in these kind of conditions. I think there might be an Arbiter left at 9 o'clock. But I'm not sure if it's still there.
No.
Nope.
Nope, we are successfully out of Arbiters.
Yeah, and they should just deal with this really quick. I mean, I still think Ray can win the game if he'd make some gosh dang pylons and mine and just start making stuff from these gateways and get some gas going. Because, I mean, Exit is just like confined in this mineral only, and he needs to get something going right now before Exit retakes 12 o'clock. Like, he can stay on Gateway Man here and make High Templar. Like I said, like you said earlier, you pointed out, I mean, it's really smart that he pumped out the High Templars when he could, and that's where the rest of his gas went. But the Exit's still got a lot of stuff. Ray just really needs to get this mineral only and do a bunch of counterattacks and be a pain in the ass everywhere as much as possible.
Yeah, I feel like he's just not focusing on the correct things right now. Like, he literally just needs to throw down, like, 10 pylons and, like, 8 gateways in both bases, and he's fine. But
yeah,
he should just
so
take...
much money.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just basically going to reiterate, so you're good. I mean, it would take, like, 30 seconds to do what he needs to do. He just needs to do a little bit of housekeeping, and then we can go back to watching our armies.
Yeah. There's literally nothing else to do right now besides spend this money and make units, you know? Because Exit's army is still really scary. I mean, he's not mining a lot, but he managed to build up, you know, some tanks and stuff at home, and now he's mining 12 again. Lifted a CC and brought it over. So it's, you know, Terran's getting real scary again here real quick. We still got a big army at top right, and we just haven't managed to produce enough units as Protoss here.
Yeah, RayReign is just recovering a lot slower than he has to right now. You know, he could throw down these extra bases. We're still floating, you know, 2.5k minerals. Terran's now going to be able to reconsolidate his army. And kind of like you said, I mean, this is a big, scary army. Like, he's still even in supply, and this is 3-2 mech at this point. So, you know, RayReign has got a bit of a force out now. But, I mean, if Exit gets 9 o'clock up and mining, I think he's in a really, really good position.
Yeah, this game is taking a really crazy turn, and Ray is just still sitting on so many minerals. I mean, he just needs to throw the pylons down. Maybe God mode storms happen here, but Exit can't, or RayReign can't afford to just throw all this, which is what it looks like is going to happen. And these High Templars were made a long time ago, so they have a lot of energy.
A lot of them getting sniped for very little value there from RayReign.
Yeah, and just still sitting on so many minerals. I mean, it's a tough, man. I mean, if we still had those arbiters and we were recalling everywhere, I mean, this is probably a win for Protoss. But
yeah,
like without the arbiters here, this is really tough.
Yeah, losing those arbiters it's just losing those arbiters took away all the options that RayReign had. Right, like now he's basically forced to fight this Terran army head on, which is not what he wants to do at all.
Yeah, I feel like he's going double Stargate, and I was just gonna say, I mean, I kind of wanted to see him. I was just gonna say that, like, if he didn't make all these gateways when he had these corners, and he just threw down like 6 Stargates with all that money and switched to carriers, because Exit does not have the economy to like pump out Goliaths, and he's got so many tanks. Like, Storm and carriers would have been so cool here, except for the fact that the mech is already 3-2, man, and the Goliaths are just gonna murder interceptors. So the transition is too late, you know.
Yeah, I think Exit's gonna be able to deal with this push.
Exit is pushing.
Yeah, I think it's really smart because it defends this base and attacks us at the same time.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, Exit's gonna get bottled into this choke. I don't know what the High Templar situation is. Looks like maybe we have 1 or something. But you know, force them into this choke and some juicy storms on these tanks could be nice. I don't think we have enough High Templars.
Yeah, I don't think so. Ooh, EMP gonna soften those zealots up a lot right before this attack comes through. And I mean, look at all these tanks down here on the high ground, right? Or in the low ground. I mean, you can kind of push this back a little bit, maybe get a couple storms off on these front tanks, but yeah, RayRein's army just melting.
Yeah, he targets.
Not looking good for Ray. I feel like he definitely had a lot of opportunities to win. I think he made a lot of great calls with those recalls, but losing those extra arbiters at the end, which absolutely could have been saved, I think is what really, really kind of sealed the deal for him. And just being slow on the recovery, like not getting our pylons, gateways, and everything up and running as fast as we could have. We were just, I feel like our priorities were wrong.
Yeah, it was a valiant effort. It was pretty exciting when he started doing the recalls. Those were all really good moves. But like you said, when we lost the arbiters, we lost the options. The threats just kind of disappeared, and we had to sit in our base. And now these carriers they're not going to do the trick.
Yeah, they're not. Unfortunately for RayReign,
we'll see how long. Yeah, go ahead.
Unfortunately for RayReign, yeah, the carriers are not going to do. I think we have a little bit of delay with I think it's your Starlink. Let's just blame your Starlink.
Oh, sorry.
Now I noticed it the last several times I've cast with you actually that it seems like there's a little bit of a. I think you hear me talking with like a 2 or 3 second delay almost. So that's why we end up stumbling over each other a bunch. But GG, gonna be called. It was a good effort from RayReign. But Exit, at the end of the day, is going to take that 3-0. And, yeah, congrats to Exit, man.